Okay, so it's the third video. Thank you guys for coming today. Hopefully you enjoy my tech talk of why Future State is fucking garbage.
It's pretty trash.
I have with me my lovely girlfriend, because I didn't say that the last time, so she got all like, why didn't you say that?
I wasn't offended. I was just asking.
You didn't tell people who I was.
I mean, if you're just gonna have some random voice.
You want to be Nita instead of Shawnee? Who do you want to be?
It doesn't matter to me.
It doesn't matter?
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay. We gotta have cool names. I just said my name was DJ. That is legitimately something I go by. Anyway, DC announces line-wide Future State event coming in January. And the first thing I said to Shawnee is, look at this trash. It looks like all new, all different Marvel 2. DC's Boogaloo.
This is peak. This is peak stupid. Just a complete and total waste of time.
Like, what's upsetting me really about this whole thing is the fact that they really are deciding to, because we all know Dark Knight's metal is death metal, I should say. It's not Dark Knight's metal, sorry. I always get those two confused. But we all know that death metal is a reset of the universe because they screwed up Rebirth.
Yep.
All right. Rebirth was going fantastic. Death metal happens, and then they decide to change it up.
Dark Knight's metal happens.
Dark Knight metal happened, and then they decided to screw it up by making DC Universe. They just go away from whatever, everything that was successful, all the lines that were working, Aquaman, everybody that was actually here doing the thing. They decided to change it up, and then, Jeff Johns screwed up the timeline too, because he was it Jeff Johns that did Doomsday Clock?
Jeff Johns.
Yeah,
I believe so.
Because he was always late with his books.
Here's my thing. Like, if you're going to be the author of this book, you're going to be writing it, why is it that, like, you can't stick to a deadline? You know? Because
Jeff Johns can't stick to a deadline. What I have understood is Jeff Johns cannot stick to a deadline. Jeff Johns apparently is not the guy you say, here's a deadline, I'm gonna need this by Tuesday.
He's lucky he's talented, because I feel like if he was like Tom King, they'd fire him.
Tom King old trash ass. Tom King should be fired.
They should fire Tom King. I'm surprised they haven't.
Not just for what happened with Jay Lee, but the crap that he
the wedding? Heroes in Crisis?
Oh God.
Batman?
Don't even talk about Heroes in Crisis.
like Tom King is
garbage.
I just can't.
Booty cheeks. Double dumpster juice.
They should have left him on Mr. Miracle, and that's it. And you know, that book got canceled.
Yeah. But he was doing fine with it. It was doing fine, and then all of a sudden, like, it just goes off the rails. Like,
I never saw it in the store anymore, in the comic stores. Like, it was just gone. And I was like, it got like 6 issues in, or maybe a little less, and I just never saw it anymore.
So I actually told Shawnee about this a while ago when the rumors were circulating. I was, because I'm on Comicsgate YouTube, and a lot of them don't call themselves Comicsgate, really. It's only really Ethan that does. But when this whole 5G thing was essentially being rumored, it was never officially announced. And they essentially were going to change up the whole lineup, and it was going to be all young heroes. Essentially, all new, all different Marvel 2. DC's Boogaloo. That's what 5G was going to be.
Yeah.
So it seems that what has happened because of COVID and because the coof, I can't say I can't say that on YouTube because they'll demonetize me. I'm not gonna monetize anyway.
I was gonna say what?
They might limit my video or something, limit my exposure. YouTube's trash. But so I lost my train of thought. Yeah, so they decided to essentially go that route after whatever this was going to be to try and fix the universe, whatever death metal was going to be. 5G was being touted as they were going to go in a completely different direction. They were going to go younger, hip, I guess. I don't.
Anytime the term hip comes from any large, like any executive or anything like that.
I don't think they actually used hip. I'm saying
could
hip,
you imagine?
that's essentially
like,
what they're
like that's just, like low key. That's essentially what they're trying to say.
That's essentially what it is.
It's gonna be hip. It's gonna be all the rage, and we're gonna do this, and we're also gonna make a big push with graphic novels because we want to appeal to girls. And I'm like,
don't even talk about how like graphic novels. What's wild though is like graphic novels in and of itself doesn't necessarily appeal to girls. Like if you want to talk about graphic novels in the industry essentially built off of volumes, graphic novels is manga.
Well, when you decide to take the story of Batman and make it into a Monster High freaking story,
in that aspect, the story itself, they were trying,
Lord,
not the format.
We had our teenage Asian Bruce Wayne, and
boy, look. I've never seen such crappy art in my life.
It was bad. The art was bad. The writing was bad. They were sending it to review to people who didn't even read comics at all. Like, you know, I'm looking around and I'm seeing that you've got people who are like, I've never read a graphic novel. I've never read a comic. Oh my God, it's so diverse, far more diverse than actual DC. And I'm like, shut your mouth.
Where were you seeing this?
This is on like Instagram. Yeah, that's how you know. That's how you know that reach gets far and stupid. Is where you see the I didn't know this was a thing. I didn't know book influencers were a thing.
Yeah.
I was like there's an influencer for everything.
Yeah.
And they were really talking about how I've never read a comic. I've only watched a couple of movies, and their extent of a couple of movies is like halfway watching the Marvel movies with whatever boy they're like trying to impress at the time. And I seriously had this girl talk about how, oh, well, all of these DC Marvel, they're all racist. There are no black characters. And finally, this book brings diversity to the DC universe. And I was like, you a damn lie.
Bro, I'm so tired of like these people that come in the gaming, comics, nerd culture, anything that it's a tabletop now is being infested with these cretins. Like they just come in and say everything here is trash and is racist. I am here to bring you the gospel of intersectionality. Here you go. I will now read you from the manifesto. Have you read your daily dose of the Feminazi Bible?
Honestly, like what's wild to me too is they're the same ones that read books that are like 6 tiers steps down than like fan fiction. And you know me, I'm an avid fan fiction
they're
reader.
The ones
so,
that
they're like the bad fan fiction.
Oh,
not even like they're the ones who are still writing in script.
Ooh,
they're the like. Can we talk about how there are still fanfic writers? Like, no shade to y'all. I'm not gonna lie, but you cannot be out here writing in script. I refuse. I don't want to see in the year of our Lord 2020 any your name X whoever fix. I don't want to see any more of that. I don't want to see any stories.
Like script.
So script writing it's basically like for Supernatural, because I'm a Supernatural fandom. So it's Dean.
Yeah, she's still for some reason a part of these fandoms. I told her to get out early.
Listen, man.
Very early avoid us dating.
Listen, once you're a fangirl, you're always a fangirl. I mean, you take a step back. You don't get as involved as you did before, but oof. But basically, it's like, okay, think of what a movie script looks like. A script for a play. It's person's name, Dean, and then it's colon or whatever, what they're saying, what their movement is, what's happening in the scene. So it reads like a screenplay, and a bad one at that too, because you're supposed to, you have these weird chunks of narrative in it that's supposed to break up the dialogue. So all the dialogue and kind of like visual cues to a sense are written out. Dean, parentheses, walks towards Sam. You could have wrote this narratively and left out, and because after the parentheses is his dialogue. Sammy, like it's.
I see. It's not like a regular novel where it's kind of describing what happens.
It literally looks like a screenplay.
X person walks to this person. X person speaks to this person.
Literally reads like a screenplay.
Okay.
And I remember in high school, when I first started reading fan fiction, a lot of people wrote like that because that was the style. And then I don't know, maybe about like a year into me being into the B5 fandom, I saw that people stopped writing like that. And I was like, okay, this reads more like a book. And then when I started writing, I did start with the script because I was like, this is how everybody's doing it. And then I got done. No, I didn't even get to finish the story. The story did well as it was, and then it got deleted because being on a forum run by all girls, high school and middle school girls, is literally cancer. Like I had many stories deleted, and I was just like, wow.
Yeah, apparently we gotta do like a video chronicling Shawnee's whole experience and then getting jealous and deleting stories and stuff. She told me about stuff. It's wild.
I mean, when I think about the stories now, they're peak cringe for me because I'm an adult and I was writing like those stories as a teen. So I've learned a lot in terms of writing and how to create a story and build a story at this point in my adulthood, that if I could go back in time, I would put my hand on the shoulder of my younger self and be like, I'm gonna need you to log out for me, baby.
This is a long segue.
Sorry.
Okay.
Anyways,
look,
yeah. So
this is basically, she said all of that to say they write like trash.
Yeah.
These people are garbage.
They're bad. They're just really bad, and it's just upsetting because I mean, there are fanfic writers out there who are beautiful writers. They're great. Their stories are amazing,
and they'll write better stuff than this trash.
And they put it out there for free. They don't even get paid for it. Like that's the wild thing.
Let's go expounding in the comments article. Okay, they're shaking this up, blah, 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 except they're calling it 5G. This is when they aren't calling it 5G. This is now Future State. DC is moving forward with shorter versions of the event. Publisher Jim Lee said they weren't doing, and that seemed dead with the ouster of Dan Didio. I guess they did, actually. Did they actually say, yeah? Oh, he addressed the rumor, so he addressed it. So they basically did confirm it. They announced Future State, which is the beginning of January, will run through February, and promise glimpse into the future, and the line-wide event will kick off major changes in the Bat family, Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Justice League, and more. I mean, they're talking about Superman is on some planet doing gladiatory duels, trying to fight Mongol because he's been ousted from Earth because of some event.
Apparently humanity lost their faith in him or something.
Some catastrophe that he was a part of or caused or didn't prevent, and they told him to get the hell out of Dodge, so he left all ashamed. And then his son takes over, who is now aged up because
he went into the hyperbolic time chamber.
He basically went into the hyperbolic time chamber. But that whole thing, man, who's that boy that's on
Bendis?
There? Bendis is garbage. God, Bendis is garbage. And then so there's gonna be shakeups because Batman is like dead, but they already slipped up. He's not actually dead. They already put that out. Basically, he's on the run. I don't know why he's on the run. I don't know what he's on the run from. I don't know what he did, but he is on the run. So I don't know. Wonder Woman. There's two Wonder Womans now. It's Diana and this other chick named Lord something. I don't remember.
Yeah, we've got regular Wonder Woman, and then we've got like
an actual Brazilian from the Amazon.
Yeah,
like they thought they were slick with that because they're basically equating Amazonian with the actual like place of the Amazon rainforest.
Yeah, but all the other Amazons aren't like on Themyscira. They're not like Wonder Woman because she's literally a demigod.
Yeah, but Themyscira, the Amazon, the myth is Greek.
Yeah,
it is not.
They were like, listen, Pete, this is gonna be super clever. We should make her an Amazon from the Amazon. Duh. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, please.
So this is Dark Detective. This is the cover for the first issue, and as Shawnee pointed out when we were looking at this, also featuring the grifters.
It just says grifters, and I'm like,
and I don't know who the grifters are.
What's that mean?
Unless I'm just dumb, or we're just dumb and we're not catching this reference. It's an all-star line of writers. I like how Bounding in the comments put this in quotes. All-star lineup of writers and artists, along with others from Hollywood. This is not a good sign. That's not a good sign. We'll introduce new heroes, no superheroes, villains. Fans are discovering a new status quo for their favorite superheroes and villains. This is also bad for me because I've already told or discussed with Shawnita that I think that they are trying to drip feed this in because they couldn't really convince AT&T and Warner that this was the route that they should go, and I feel like they're gonna try and sell this with number ones, because mind you, they're canceling all the other lines. All of that is canceled for the month of January and February, and they're only doing Future State stuff.
Well, I think it's more or less canceled and more just on hiatus.
Shelving,
yeah.
So mind you, they're doing that in order to put this out for 2 months. And like I told the people in the comic shop that we go to, one of which was actually trying to be optimistic, and I was like, I have no idea why you're trying to be optimistic. Because the fact that you're shelving this, you're shelving your main stuff for this. It's not even like you're doing like an Ultimate Universe type of deal and just
it also
like,
doesn't. It's also a bad sign that they're going to be allowing for these books to be able to be returned. Like,
oh yeah,
like they know on some level this is not going to be received well. Listen, stop trying to reinvent the wheel. You know what I mean? I don't want to discover a new status quo for my favorite superhero and villain. Like, I don't want you to reskin the Joker and make him black. I don't want you to take Batwing, you know, who most people don't really talk a lot about Batwing anyway, and make him the new Batman. Like, it doesn't need to be done. It's unnecessary, and honestly, it's just a cash grab, and they're trying to grab at this fan base that they think that they can acquire or get their attention, and I'm like, please don't.
This phantom fan base that every one of these places that end up bringing these idiot people, these progressives into their fold, think that they're out there. It's with gaming. Tabletop is doing it with Wizards of the Coast. For some reason, they just think that this phantom audience is there for the picking.
Oh Lord, there's a supernatural writer that's going to be on there. Do you see that? Megan Fitzmartin, supernatural DC superhero girls. Lord, take the wheel. I wonder at what point was she writing Supernatural.
Don't even get Shawnee to start it on Supernatural.
Because if it's
where it's at now.
If it's past season 8 that I already know, it's a train wreck. She's a train wreck. I already know at that point. I'm not gonna lie to you. I already know. I
did not, because nobody in like the comic book
12 years a slave, like
12 years a slave.
The screen award,
oh my god, John Ridley. Oh my god,
the screenwriter,
John Ridley. I bet he is on something related to some black character. I wouldn't be surprised if this boy is on like Batman or something, because I believe that this is the only character that hasn't been shown. You don't know what they look like. I think I think that this is Luke Fox. I honestly feel that this is Luke Fox.
I mean, if that's the case, then they might as well just reveal it. I mean, that would be,
because they said it in 5G that's what it would be.
That would be super anticlimactic to like reveal. Boom, it's Luke. Who cares? Like, what? A great reveal would be like, oh, that's Tim. You know, that's Tim who's taken up the Batman mantle or something like that. Like, that's a better reveal than it being Luke. Stop ruining things that I like.
Stargirl, I don't even know what this is. Lola XXO, Saya.
I don't know who any of these people are.
Young Justice. Oh, this is from the TV show Brandon Vetty from Young Justice.
No, remember, there's a Young Justice comic right now. Currently,
is he from? Oh, I had to look up and see if he's from the comic or if he's from the show.
Yeah, I
forgot that there was the comic that's around. Thundercats, Transformers, War, Cybertron is Brandon Easton. Ah, man, I don't represent. It's a bird. Okay. All right. The DC universe has always been fertile ground for new and refreshing takes on our characters, and DC Future State has definitely contributes to this legacy. And this is such bullshit, because DC does not play around with their legacy characters like that. And when they did try it, that was New 52, and we saw how that went for them. So, I mean, and they barely really did anything to the characters more so than change up personalities.
Yeah, personalities are different. I mean,
some motivations were different.
One of the biggest changes was, Superman, because then, after New 52 ended, they had one Superman go. Back. Yeah, they had one Superman leave and one Superman come.
They had to roll it back.
Yeah, it was. This is just. Such a horrible idea. And you know what's irritating too is right after Dark Knight's Metal, like there were new characters that were entered into the fold.
Damage and Silencer.
Silencer, Brimstone, Sideways. Ooh, Sideways was horrible.
I didn't like Sideways.
The Immortal Men, and the Immortal Men, that wasn't a new team. That was already a pre-existing team. Yeah. But Silencer, Damage, Brimstone, and Sideways were new.
And they had Mr. Terrific, the Terrifics. He had his own book.
Yeah, he's not new. Mr. Terrific is a legacy character. Yeah. But
But they gave him his own book, which was good.
Which I loved.
And it's his own team.
You know what's crazy is, so many people are like, oh, da-da-da-da-da, these black characters, no black characters. We got guys like Mr. Terrific who are great characters, but I'm like, you guys just don't use them. You guys just don't give a crap to learn about them. And then, of course, they don't get folded into many events. And then this one time, he gets a book. He gets a team, and he gets a book. And people were like, they didn't do any variant covers for the book.
Yeah.
And they didn't do any variant covers for any of the other new books, for Silencer or Damage. And out of all of the new characters they decided to introduce, Silencer was the best one, and Damage was a close second. And they said no variant covers, and I'm like, well, why wouldn't you do a variant cover for these books? I don't understand that. And then they canceled them because, of course, there's no variant covers. They didn't get to sell as well, and it was very upsetting because I'm like, wow, I was actually really looking forward to this.
This is what our Justice League will look like. I mean, this character is they had this character.
She's already a Lantern, a new one from this graphic novel, I think.
Yeah, it's like she's not part of the actual Lantern Corps in the main, so she basically got rolled over. This is the Amazonian Diana Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Some female Aquaman back here.
I like how they made Jonathan Kent literally look like they made him look like Clark.
Yeah.
He looks just like Clark, only just a tad bit younger. Only just a tad.
Flash, that's some weird Spider-Man Flash hybrid.
It's weird. And there's so many speedsters too. They could have pulled a speedster from anywhere. There's a lot of them, and people don't know that there's a lot of them. And I'm just like, this is a great opportunity. I mean, is that Nightwing gonna be Dick? Because right now Dick is Dick again. He's not Rick Grayson.
Didio's gone with his trash.
Oh my gosh, that Rick Grayson thing just upset me.
So they're doing the Harley Quinn. They're doing this is Jonathan Superman. This is Flash. I guess that's supposed to be Wally. I can't tell.
I think that's Wally with the hair out.
Yeah.
I think that's probably Wally.
And then there's some Flash back here. I think there's a Flash back here. That's
Is that Jay?
Yeah, I think that's Jay back here, and I think this is Barry right here.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
It's Batman, it's Kara, it's Aquaman book, which is
that looks like a children's book. Why is she surfing on a stingray? That's literal animal cruelty.
Oh, Dark Detective, which is another Batman that's gonna be
yes, so dark and gritty. He's sneering in the rain with their purple lettering.
Dick. There's this one where there's a Red Hood back here. It's this is supposed to be, I think, Kaldor.
We see Zatanna and Swamp Thing. I see Red X back there, and I was like,
another Superman. I think this is the Chinese Superman.
Oh, they're bringing him back. Did they cancel his book? Because I haven't seen.
I think he got rolled over to the Action Comics stuff.
You know what's wild is I only saw his volumes. I never saw his actual trades.
Yeah.
I only saw the.
I think he had 1 or 2 volumes, but I think he got rolled over to the Action Comics.
Oh, okay. I mean, we didn't need a offshoot.
And then you got this Flash here. You got this. I mean, it just. The only thing interesting to me is this Red X back here. They never use Red X.
Well, isn't he a creation of Teen Titans, the cartoon?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think he was in anything else. Yeah.
I can't recall him being in anything else. But if he was, then okay. But,
that's the only interesting thing I see is Red X back there. It's Batman.
They're doing a Batman Superman Future State. Oh, come on, fam. Catwoman. Okay, so I'm a little confused here because these are mainline. Catwoman,
Why does her
no.
suit look like this?
Oh, I don't know why her suit looks like it. Is she on a spaceship? I don't know.
I don't know what she's on right now.
I don't know what the heck is going on. Nightwing, these are mainline. These are essentially mainline titles. Robin Eternal. I don't know what that's about.
Is this Damien? I can't tell because this art is so. This art is so like.
I think maybe I'm not sure. I can't tell.
It doesn't look like. It's definitely not Tim.
I mean, Tim's not a Robin at this point.
No, he's Red Robin.
Yeah. So I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know. Honestly, I don't know. I have no idea.
Oh, this is the Superman that I was talking about.
Worlds of War.
Yeah, this is the one that.
Just why of all the places, why? And then why is he trying to fight Mongrel? Like, what are we doing here? Mongol.
Yeah, I keep saying Mongrel.
Why is he trying to fight Mongol? Like, I don't understand. At least, why is he gladiator battling?
There's gonna be 4 issues.
Oh, so these are short runs.
Yeah, because it's only 2 months.
Okay.
So
right. Yeah.
Some of these are like coming out bi-weekly. This Wonder Woman's only
Immortal
2.
Wonder Woman. What's the point? What's the point of wasting the ink? What's the point of wasting the time? Oh, this is what the Legion of Superheroes.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a TV series about that. Superman versus Imperious Lex.
So I'm assuming a lot of these
Superman, Wonder Woman. Oh, okay.
What I'm assuming is a lot of these either are going to be self-contained. Like I think this one might be self-contained because it did, from what it sounded like, whatever happens after Death Metal, there's going to be like a. It seems like just another crisis event that's going to fracture the universe. And then,
I mean, Death Metal is supposed to fix everything. It's supposed to literally, because in Death Metal, like in the last, I think one of the issues or one of the tie-ins I just read, it's there's somebody who says something about the last 52, because all the universes are dying, they're being destroyed.
That was what's his name? The Batman Who Laughs.
Yes, the Darkest Night. The last.
Yeah, he calls himself the Darkest Night. Yeah. So, anyway, but like it seems like it's going to be another fracturing event.
Yeah.
So it's going to fracture the universe, and then from that universe, all of these are going to spin out. I don't know exactly how this is going to work.
I'm just a little confused.
This Dark Detective is going to be a bi-monthly. It's going to be two per month till January. This is another 2 per.
I just want to know why they're doing a Batman Superman here.
These are oversized. These are going to be oversized. This is one.
Oh, so they're going to be longer.
Yeah. Okay. I guess this is another oversized one because it's under oversized.
Not gonna lie, I don't hate that design for Wonder Woman with the ponytail. I think it's cute. At least they still draw her with titties. Oh my gosh.
They're definitely smaller than normal.
No? I can't tell.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Legion. So. Yeah, this is the other Wonder Woman. And they didn't say how many of these.
Bendis is doing Legion of Superheroes. Dan, this is just Wonder Woman.
Yeah, it doesn't say.
That said Leslie Jones, and I was like, the actress? So we got a Green Lantern, Suicide Squad. Okay, so they're bringing all these back. This
Batman. What is this? What is this?
Are they Jokerized? What's happening here? That Superman back there? And
yes.
Aquaman?
What is this?
And Martian Manhunter?
And a Flash that's a black female.
Why are they the new suit? What? Okay, is this a thing where the covers don't match the stories inside?
I don't know.
Damn, I like how they got my boy Jay back there laying on the cold hard ground. I mean, dang.
Dead. This is I forgot her name from shoot, she's in the Flash comics for Rebirth.
I can't see. That's fine.
Yeah.
Teen Titans. That Grail?
This looks like a Slade mask here.
Kind of looks like Grail next to him. Shazam, Swamp Thing. Okay.
At least the Swamp Thing one doesn't look.
The cover looks nice. I like that.
All right. Well, I'm not excited for this trash at all. I think DC's just doing this because they don't know what exactly to do.
I'm gonna probably spend all that time reading any of those if I decide to check them out just to see what it is, and I'll probably just read them online. Not even bother wasting the money.
You're not even gonna try to hide the fact. You just gonna.
No, I'm not. No. I mean, what's the point? What? As someone who is an avid comic book reader and at this point collector, why would I waste the money? And why would I not be upfront about it? Like, if I'm curious enough to check it out, I'll just do the safe thing and read it online.
Jeez, man. Don't let them boys hear you. They're gonna be like, you're killing the industry.
I mean, they decided to fall on their own knife by doing this, so okay.
I don't know, man. Honestly, it's basically, I feel like they didn't know what to do after this event. They already had this stuff backlogged, and they were like, we just gonna roll it out.
Stupid.
So, all right. Well, thank you guys for listening. Like 30 minutes in. Appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. Just tell me if you guys want me to talk about anything specifically. I don't know how many of you is going to watch this, but you never know. And yeah, see you next time.
Bye, guys.